Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the.universary. Today we have a couple of brief hearings. First one where no one shows up, and then a request for a PPO by a daughter against her mother. Now, sometimes we see cases come before these judges and we think, oh my gosh, this is so frivolous and stupid. Why are they wasting everybody's time? But in this case, the daughter is barely a legal adult. She's 18 years old. And when she is facing actions from her mother that make her very uncomfortable and she doesn't feel empowered to make her mother stop, I think it makes sense for her to go to a court and ask somebody who has legal authority over another adult to make a decision on her behalf. What do you think of the judge's decision in this case? Let me know in the comments. Hope you enjoy.
Matter of Carly Brooke Prill versus Stephanie Sue Prill, 24-207-650 PP. This time of day set for motion relative to request for personal protection order. Court calls Carly Brooke Prill, Stephanie Sue Prill. There's no response. Matter was scheduled for 9 a.m. It's currently 9:44. Court has also had the opportunity to review the Zoom application. Neither party has checked in with the court, and as a result, the motion is respectfully denied. And we'll go off the record. Thank you. Brooke Prill versus Stephanie Sue Prill, 24-7650 TP. This is a notice of hearing for request of a personal protection order. You are Carly Prill?
Yeah.
And you are Stephanie Sue Prill?
Yes.
All right, first things first. As the judge with the same last name, the question is, can the court preside over a hearing such as this? I am stating for the record that I do not associate with, and that's not because we decided to do that, but we really don't know each other. I don't associate with Carly Brooke Prill. I never associated with Stephanie Sue Prill. We've never had any conversations. We've never had any family gatherings. We've never done anything where I have been a part of at least that Prill family and my Prill family. Is there any objection to the court proceeding under that basis? Ms. Carly Prill first. Any problem with that? You're shaking your head. Is that a no?
I do not have any problems with
Okay. And Stephanie Sue Prill?
No.
Okay. Did I place it under that? Could you both please raise your right hands?
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this case is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay. There was a personal protection order request that has been filed by Carly Prill back on February 28th. Court reviewed it. It was an ex parte request, which means she was requesting it on her own without notifying the respondent. And the court denied it and issued an order as a result. On March 15th, a hearing was scheduled requesting that PPO be authorized. Neither party showed, and the court dismissed the action. For whatever reason, despite no new petition being filed in this case, it's back before the court. Did something change?
So I had gotten a call from the clerk's office, and okay, so actually I should start. So the day before I had gotten a call from the clerk's office, I had went to have the papers served to her because when I was reading the words on the paper, it said that it had to be served at least a day beforehand. So I went to them 3 days beforehand and they took it. And then I got a call from the clerk the next day saying that it had to be at least a week and to come in and schedule a new hearing.
I see. Okay. And that explains, I'm not sure why they noticed that day. All right, we will proceed. The burden of going forward in this is the petitioner. So Ms. Prill, explain to the court why you need a personal protection order.
Well, I don't really feel safe with my mother, Stephanie, having the ability to contact me because of everything that's happened in the past. And I do have a police report and screenshots of our text messages if you'd like to see those. But I just don't really feel safe, especially so we do not live together. I moved out in, I believe it was April of 2023. And since then, I feel like I've been better off without having much contact with her, but I don't really know how better to explain it other than just the emotional aspect of having to stay in contact with her. And then recently, I had pneumonia for a week, and so I didn't go to school for that week because I had a hard time breathing. And my mother did show concern about me not going to school, and I explained to her it was because I was sick. And she kind of dismissed that I was too sick to go to school, and she ended up showing up at the house and demanding that I go with her, or else she will call juvenile hall and have me taken away. So that's what the police report is about, because I had.
You are 18, correct?
Correct.
And you are still a senior in school?
Correct.
So other than that, your allegation of this contact regarding going to school, what are the other reasons you're requesting a personal protection?
Just every conversation we have is sort of her trying to get me to change how I act because she believes that I'm not responsible and that my priorities aren't in order. Even though I feel like I've displayed responsibility in multiple areas of my life, and it's just sort of turning into this thing where every time I make a decision, she has something to say about it. And it's just getting to the point where I can't deal with that anymore.
Right? Has there been any allegations of assault or injury, anything like that?
No.
You are employed as well?
Correct.
Anything else before I go to the response?
I guess just to bring up again that I do have screenshots of all the things she said to me, if you would like to see them. So
Give me a few examples of what she said to you and when.
On March 18th of 2023, she said, "You're a brat, don't talk to me anymore." And I said, "I know I am. I didn't plan on it," as in referring to, I didn't plan on talking to her anymore. And she said, "I wish I didn't have you." And I said, "You've made that clear since I've been born." She said, "Good."
So this is from last year?
Correct. It
Anything,
stems back quite a few years.
okay, anything most recent?
The most recent thing would be February 28th. That's the day that she showed up at the house, just after I called into school and told me that I had to go with her, otherwise she was gonna call the police and have me taken away.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Your response, please.
That is true, but the reason I did do it is because Carly left home because I tried to commit suicide, and she's living with my mother-in-law and her two sons, and they are very dysfunctional in their living. And I tried to make her aware of everybody and their living situations because she lived with her father and I for the last 17 years and has never experienced, she's young and naive in her thinking with relationships of other people. So at the time she was 17, when she left, she started missing school, and it didn't just start in December. The first month she went to school, she missed 3 or 4 days because of a field trip. She didn't take her homework with her, and I had let her know, you're doing extracurricular activities. School comes first, then your activities, then your job. Well, she kept getting everything mixed up, and I let it pass, and then she missed another day, and my girlfriend seen her in town, and I said, "Carly, why are you not at school? I called you in sick." "Well, that doesn't mean I'm not sick enough to do something else." So this went on a couple months, and then I said, "That's it. She's a good student. She's graduating salutatorian of her class, but she has her priorities mixed up because of where she lives and the people that tell her all things all the time, not all the time, but let her know things about her father and I that aren't true." And so she's listening to all this stuff and never asking me anything. She just assumes everything. And I had tried to commit suicide a year ago, and I was under enormous emotional stress for almost till August.
Are you receiving support for it now?
Yes,
Oh, good.
I was misdiagnosed and I was being treated for bipolarism.
Don't need to explain.
And I was on psychotic drugs for almost 10 years. And when I tried to commit suicide, I got off the drugs. But as a result, I had developed tremors from the lithium. And so they gave me another medication and I got side effects from that.
Ms. Prill, I've heard enough regarding that.
So
Okay.
that was for my
Ms. Prill,
state of mind.
Gotcha.
Your
Final.
Honor, so what she was saying about the people at the house that are influencing me, she's assuming a lot of that, because I don't really talk to most of the people that are there. I mean, we live together, but we don't socialize. We never really talk about my mom or my dad. Like, we pretty much stay apart for the most part. Like, we don't really talk at all. So I don't know where she would be thinking that they're influencing me.
So are you going to be the salutatorian?
That is correct.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Thank you.
Well, this is a PPO request. It's a domestic personal protection order request based upon obviously the relationship between petitioner and respondent. The burden of persuasion rests upon the petitioner to establish why a personal protection order should be entered in this case. Based upon the evidence presented, the court does not find any reason for a personal protection order to be entered in this matter. And as a result, the request is respectfully denied. Wish you both the best. You're both pretty good. Thank you.